All right, my good friends. We have another personal break here. This one is going to be for Drew M. DC in the Breakers Lounge, David Adams Card World. We're going to be breaking 2 boxes of 1920 Series 1 hockey. At the conclusion of the break, I'm going to go ahead and get the link for you, send it out your email so you can take a look. All right, good luck, Drew. Let's hope I can continue my streak today. Now these are 8 cards, 8 cards per 24 packs. So this is one that has quite a few cards coming out for you. I'm looking for those young guns. There's Patrick Waugh. Scuba Vince, if I hit my 5th 1 of 1 for the day, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I don't have an answer. I think that'd be unprecedented. Your checklist. Here's Young Gun, Vitaly Abramov, excuse me. Yeah, you are right. I need to buy a lotto ticket. I mean, honestly, I should at least be like picking the last 3 numbers or something. I told anybody that would listen when they hired me, I said, I have a 4-leaf clover tattoo on my chest. It's a small one. It's only about that big, by about that big. But I have been known amongst my friends and family as one of the luckiest human beings in the world. And that just pays it forward to you. I mean, I get nothing out of this other than getting to hold the 101. Here's a Jamie Benn canvas card. That one's on their canvas stock. As you can see, it's got that flat color to it. And Carter Hart. Johnny Gaudreau, Energy. And much like all the other 101s I pulled today, I mean, I am going to say this is my first time breaking this particular product, so beginner's luck rules do count. UD Portraits, Dylan Larkin. Kwana. I'm a firm believer in beginner's luck. Today has just been some sustained beginner's luck. Joakim Nygard, Young Guns for the Oilers. Good old Clutterbuck. There's Connor McDavid. That guy's kind of good. As far as the retired SIG Series breaks, I will take a look when I finish this break. Being that it is only my second week, I'm still learning what we have in stock. And when I get started for my night breaks, they're actually going to have a predetermined stock for me. So I'll be kind of limited. But I will definitely ask Alex, and we'll see what else we have coming up. Young Guns, Rudolph's Balsers, Ryan O'Reilly, now a blue, but he was a fantastic saver. Yeah, that 6 series stuff is really nice. They did a good job acquiring cards and getting those signed, so it is sharp. I mean, honestly, you really can't go along with anything that's low numbered and encapsulated by the company. There's UD Canvas, Upper Deck Canvas, Jonathan Marsault. He's playing, is that Canadian football? I believe that's Canadian football. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree. A hockey series, that would be fantastic. I mean, honestly, if you want to give me retired players in any sport, I'll take it. I mean, MLS, MLB, NHL, I'll take it all. Nothing wrong with having a bit of history in the collection, especially autographed history. Zach Parise, Energy. Teammates. Here's Leon Draisaitl. He actually had a really good game, despite the loss yesterday. Do a little housekeeping real quick. Here's the Young Guns checklist. It's got Hughes and Hughes on it. Maybe they're related. Here's Sean Courtier. UD Canvas. These are good looking cards as well. It's a nice break from the gloss. Definitely pops. Nino Niederreiter. There's Mario Ferraro, Young Guns. Dante Fabro portraits. Here's Alex Ovechkin Energy. Johnny Gaudreau. There's Jonathan Toews, Shooting Stars, center. Checklist. Okay. Generation Next, Pierre-Luc Dubois. There we go with Patrice Bergeron, UD game jersey. Generation Next, Andrei Svechnikov. Thought they'd throw me a curve with the Russian name. I gotcha. All right, almost done with box 1. 2-box break. Andrei Vasilevsky, that's the canvas card. Jesper Boquist, Young Guns for the Devils. Oh, I lied. There was a pack hiding. These are the last 2 packs of the first box. I like that he kept his mask on for his portrait. That's my kind of dude. All right, let's see if we got some last pack magic here. Brock Bosner energy card. All right, on to box number 2. Yeah, Vince, I'm going to tell you forthright, man. All those cards were in fantastic shape. They actually packaged them in the hard plastic cases in that stack. And I can tell you, all of his autographs looked good. Everything looked crisp and clean in my hands. I don't think nothing stuck out to me as like a bad edge or a bad corner, because anytime I see that, I always let you know, so that you know it came out of the pack that way. But truthfully, you could grade a third of those easily and increase the value and or protect them for your personal collection. So I've you've been going over them. I'm staring at them still. I have them off to the side. Shooting Stars, Blake Wheeler, right winger for Winnipeg. Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, both of those dual autos, the Ray Bork and Adam Oates one, I mean, that's also sharp too. They'll be two of the best defensemen out there. Zach Bogosian, my wife's personal favorite player. There's a Connor McDavid. And here's our first number. This is the gold. This is going to be 83 out of 100. Yeah, Vince, you didn't get a single bad auto in there. There's not one person. And actually, I was out of sheer curiosity because while I do have some hockey knowledge, I don't have hockey knowledge going back to the 1800s. I had to Google and use Wikipedia to find a little bit more about Cyclone Taylor. So Cyclone Taylor played for the old Ottawa Senators for a little while. And he actually scored 263 points over his 130-point career. So he's averaging just over 2 points per game. I'm not going to argue with that. Imagine if you were averaging 2 points a game nowadays. Zach McEwen, Young Guns for the Canucks. Good pull. I mean, I'm gonna take that guy on my team 9 times out of 10. Yeah, the 101 guy, Cyclone Taylor was his name. So he was born in the 1800s. He played up until I want to say like 1922 or 24. Interesting little read for some old school hockey. But I actually had to Google that myself and figure out. I was like, wow, that's an old pitcher. Ilya Kovalchuk canvas. And you know what, the 2 Tim Horton patches you got? I'm going to say it's because I had Tim Hortons on the way to work today, since I do work the later shift. Yeah, actually, he lived to be like 94 years old. He died in the 70s. He was born in the 1880s. Energy. So he had a good life. Pretty solid career, if you ask me. And when you see the Bobby Orr collection, the one card you hit and all the Bobby Orr pieces in there, when you get that in your hands and get a hard look at it, that's a really sharp card, man. That Bobby Orr basically locker card. Generation Next, Nico Hischier. No, they didn't even wear helmets. Yeah. They didn't wear helmets. The sticks were made of wood. The ice only came for half of the year. I don't think they had a Zamboni. If my Canadian history serves me, the term hosers is affectionate / joking. Those were the losers of the game, were the ones that had to hose down the rink, hose down the ice. I know people have come to believe that it means a different type of hoser, but those were the guys that if you lost the game, you had to ice down the rink after the skaters played so that the ice was a clear surface again. So by calling you a hoser, it's kind of like calling you a loser. Or at least that's what I've been told. It's a canvas. Michael Bodker. My Canadian people in the chat, I'm sure, will correct me if I'm wrong, or they will just giggle to themselves. Look at the American guy, thinks he knows Canadian history. Listen, I love myself some bi-parliamentary form of government. I've taken a couple of tours of your Capitol building. I know a little bit about my Canada. Je parle français un peu. J'ai étudié dans l'Université de Buffalo. So occasionally you will hear me slip into my French. Vladimir Tarasenko. UD Portraits. 15 out of those, yeah, you're gonna have a bit of a time trying to figure that out. Do what I do when I get to my set. I just lay them all out, and then I start pulling them in order of things that I think. And it's not just value for me. I'm a legit collector. Cards that are even appealing to the eye, I want to get protected and saved so I can show them off. And there's Mackenzie McEachern, nice Young Guns card for the pull for the Blues. I like appealing cards, and you do have a few of those in there that just are gorgeous to look at. A couple of those low numbered, I think it was 6 patches or 8 patches on one card. In the interest of just showing them off and getting them UV protected, you may even consider tossing the ones that aren't even autographed in there. But I mean, hey, it's everybody's personal taste, and that's what I love about card collecting and memorabilia collecting. It's not necessarily what everyone else wants. It's what you want. It's for your private collection. It's what you want to see. If this is a side hustle and you sell off the cards that you don't want, then hey, grade them for the fact that they're going to sell for more. But definitely don't neglect your own collection. That's how I see it. Teddy Bluger, Young Guns. Hopefully the next big center for the Pens. Nolan Patrick in his outside gear. I do see another insert here. It's Paul Stastny, jersey card. Vegas. All right, let me do a little maintenance real quick. Little house cleaning. Keep everything in order and in good condition. This one does not want to open. Hopefully it's a good sign. Alexander Texier. Blue Jackets UD portrait. No, yeah. Pride and Joys, they'll stay in the collection. I've recently started to slowly take apart my collection and move it. There are certain cards that will never leave, no matter the value. I have a couple of I would say higher value, nothing crazy, no car note type stuff, but well, yeah, I've got some car note type stuff, but nothing like mortgage payment. But cards that just were either great looking. I remember the day I pulled them. There's an Energy Marshall for the Vegas Knights. Cards that I was like, oh, I remember when I opened that pack. That was I had a bad day at work and I opened pack and got this autograph. So I do it occasionally. Yeah, some will never. I've been collecting cards roughly since about 88, 89. I usually claim 89 because that was, even though I collected in the mid 80s, 89 was when I started keeping the cards. And one of the first big hits I got was an Emmitt Smith 24 karat gold action packed. And it was at that moment when everybody in the card shop started offering me $20, $30, $40, $50 for it. And here I am, 13 years old, that I realized, hey, this is pretty cool. And I still have that card today. It's not nearly worth as much as it was then. Patrick Waugh, it's the variant. But it's a card that'll never leave. I mean, if my house is burning down, they're like, you can select one card out of your collection. That's the card that's coming with me. Even over my high dollar cards. Even though it's not worth anything because it's beat up and old, that's the card that's going to come with me out of the fire. But, I'm just a crazy collector, so those things matter. Clayton Keller, Generation Next. Good old Casey Middlestat. Oh yeah, absolutely. The old stuff is great because the old stuff always has a story behind it. I mean, don't get me wrong, this new stuff eventually will have a story. Some of these kids are going to be some of the greatest players to play the game, hopefully. But the old stuff, I mean, it's tried and true. When they bring something back from the past, they're bringing it back because it's memorable, because it's something that has history to it, and that's what that set is really all about. Now here is a great hit for you. This is the UD Canvas Young Guns, Erik Brannstrom. A nice little hit there. That's the variant to the Young Guns card. There's Lean Bergman, Young Guns. That guy's kind of good. No, actually, I missed the diamond box. Believe it or not, I mandatorily by law have to take a lunch, and he happened to crack that open during my lunch. Yeah, that Gordie House. I mean, if that's not already encapsulated, get that taken care of. There's Victor Olofsson, Young Guns for the Sabres. Nice card there. I mean, I'm biased. I'm a Sabres fan. Any of my locals, I will be at the game Thursday the 12th. So if you see me walking by or hear my voice, don't hesitate. Stop by, chat cards with me. I'm down. There's Brady Tkachuk portrait. Yeah, I believe they do make sure that they protect everything in that box. I haven't been able to open them yet. That's a Sean thing right now. But eventually, maybe the mantle will pass down and I'll be able to. I would just like to be in the room next time when that happens. But hey, gotta go to lunch. David Pastrnak. This is a canvas. Looks like he had a really tough game. Drew Doughty, Kings Energy. All right, 3 more packs, and that'll wrap it up for this one. Jonathan Huberdeau, Energy. Here's UD Portraits, Carter Hart. All right, last pack in the 2019 UD Series 1 Private Break. Drew, hopefully you got what you were looking for in there, bud. If not, hopefully it's in this pack. The Nurse. And Matt Roy. Matt Waugh. Potato. Potato. Tomato. Tomato. All right, that wraps it up. I'm going to go ahead and get that saved and sent over to you. You're going to find that in your email. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you breaking with us, and I appreciate you letting me break it. All right, so I'm going to take a look, Scuba Vince. I'm going to take a look into see if there's any more of that you were looking for. Just give me a couple of minutes while I check and see what's coming up. All right, thank you so much, and keep an eye on the site. We'll be back in a moment.